I'm Andrea Giles, and you're listening to the Heal from Infidelity podcast,
Episode number 143, Lessons from a Renovation.
Hello, and welcome to the Heal from Infidelity podcast, where courageous women learn not only to heal from their spouse's betrayal, but to become the boldest, truest, most decisive, and confident versions of themselves ever. If you know there's more for you than the life you're currently living, but don't quite know how to get there, you are in the right place. Stick around to learn how to create a life that will knock your own socks off. Is it possible? It is, and I'm here to show you how. I'm your host, Andrea Giles. Are you ready? Let's dive in.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode. I, as always, am so happy to be here with you today. I'd like to imagine all of you listening and wish that I could get to know each and every one of you, know your stories, know all about your life, know what you're up to. I know that you're here because you're dealing with infidelity, at least most of you are, but I know there's so much more about you and your life that I would love to know as well. Anyway, today is going to be a little bit different. I am going to share with you a very real and real-time story of what's been going on over here in my world. It's a little personal, but I'm hoping that you will find it helpful, that it will open your mind to some things that maybe you hadn't thought about. And I apologize in advance if the quality is not up to par as usual. I'm using a different mic than I normally do because I'm on the road, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Lessons from a renovation. If you're new around here, you might not know this, but if you are one of my old timers that has been around and listened to most or all of my episodes, you will know that I love the ocean. Love the ocean. Grew up in Oregon, near the Oregon coast. I've, as an adult, lived in the Bay Area for a while. I don't know. It's just a very special place to me where I feel the most peace. It puts things in perspective for me. And whenever I leave to go to wherever I live, I always feel this sadness and almost a sense of loss, of wondering when I'll get back and really wanting to stay a while. So I've made it a goal in earlier podcasts. I've talked about this, that sometime I want to own something by the beach that will allow me to spend more time at the ocean. That's a place that's mine, that I can come back to, get to know the area, really call it home, like a second home. And this has been something that's been on my radar, something that I've wanted for a long time. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what has been going on in my life in the last several months. Right now, as I am recording this, I am in the master bedroom, sitting on my bed of the condo that I bought in Hawaii. And I have my beach property. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how that came to be. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I've got a lot to share with you today. Hang in, okay? There's a lot to share with you and why I'm sharing this with you. It has been a extremely stressful process. It has been extremely difficult. I'm so tired. Many things have gone wrong, not the way they had been planned. And I want to share with you a little bit about this because I think it's important for you to hear about what it looks like to really chase something that matters to you and getting over the humps of your own negative thinking, of what you think that you can have, thinking outside the box. Okay, so let me begin. So last year, I am in some different coaching groups as a coach, just my colleagues, what they're up to, asking each other professional questions, etc. And somebody else asked a question about looking for a property or a coach that could help with that, a coach that dealt with real estate type stuff. And somebody referred this coach, and I started following her. And I watched a video that she and her mother did. And in this video, by the way, this coach's name is Alyssa Holbrook, and she's amazing. I hire coaches because I know the power of coaches. So I am a coach, and I pretty much always have somebody that I'm working with. It's just part of my taking really good care of myself. If there's an area that I want to grow in, I will go find that person, and off I go. Anyway, I saw this video on her Instagram page where she was talking to her mother right by the ocean, and her mom said, "We purchased this property. We run it as an Airbnb, and it does so well that we are able to come stay in it for a couple months a year and afford to fly our kids out to see us every year while we're here." And there was something that clicked in me. It was just this deep knowing, Andrea, this is how it's going to happen. This is what you're going to do. This is it. You're going to find an investment property that you can rent out, and then you're going to stay in it when you want to go. And that's going to pay for you to be able to do it. It's going to be an investment property. And so I started looking, and guess what? I hired that coach. I hired her. And one thing led to another. We looked and looked. We spent many sessions just looking for the right deals where the numbers made sense, where I could afford it, where the numbers added up to where I could come stay here for chunks of time throughout the year and still have it pay for itself and make money. Okay. So anyway, one thing led to another, and I ended up making an offer on a place, and I took ownership on December 29th. Now, keep in mind, I got a great deal on it because it was pretty outdated. Not completely, but there was a lot of things that needed to be done on it. Not terrible, but just mostly updated. The owners had owned it for 37 years and are old school, old school. They're both almost 90. No offense at all to my older listeners on here. I love all of my people, but they hadn't updated it for a long time. Their style was a little bit different than mine. And so I decided to undertake a updating, remodeling so that it would rent at the highest rate so that I could make it really profitable, right? To make my plan work. And so from Montana, for the last several months, I have been overseeing a condo makeover. And I'll tell you what, it has been one of the most stressful things I have ever done in my entire life. And that is saying something. That is saying something. I've had some pretty stressful times in my life, and this one takes the cake. Holy smokes. That doesn't take the cake. I take that back, but it's definitely pretty dang stressful. I hired someone to help me with it because I wasn't sure how I was even going to do it living in Montana and not being able to be here. But anyway, I hired somebody who had some contacts here for different things that I needed and to help me with design stuff and things like that, specifically to make it really work well for an Airbnb, with the plan that we would come out here after all of the upgrading, all of the remodeling, everything was done, and just get it all beautified, right? All styled and beautiful and ready to go. Anyway, I'm going to tell you some of the stuff that's happened. This is a very small portion of the many, many things that have happened, okay? The contractors that I hired, every single one of them has made some pretty significant mistakes that have set things back, that have made more work for somebody else to come finish. Sometimes that person is me. I have had problems with, like, one of my contractors completely removed the fiber internet, just like tore it out of the wall. So there's no internet here. And I have guests coming soon. My appliances that I ordered got lost in transit, nowhere to be found. So that was a little difficult. Got that figured out. Anyway, got the appliances finally here. Realized that the door to the fridge is on the wrong side and cannot be corrected. And it just is going to have to be that way. It opens up to a wall. It's going to have to just be that way for a minute. The contractors took out my dishwasher, even though I was not planning on getting a new dishwasher, to put in new counters, and they left it sitting outside. And somebody was taking some donations, and they donated my dishwasher. They donated my dishwasher. My dishwasher is gone now. So I had to go buy a dishwasher, and I found the only one that I could get on the island that I didn't have to order. So, I could go on and on and on and on and on. There's just so many crazy things that happened. Some work that was done in the bedroom to where I can't shut the door. Like, I can't shut the door all the way because of some things that happened. Paint dripped all over, flooring put in improperly, ceiling fans that won't work. We cannot get them to work. They're like techie Wi-Fi fans. I can't get them to pair. And I'm leaving tomorrow to go home. I have to get home. And anyway, one thing after another, I kid you not, one thing after another, one obstacle after another. As I have been working harder than I have in a long time, I'm a hard worker. I own a business. I have 12 children. I have grandchildren. I have grown adult children and a 2-year-old. I have a very busy, hardworking husband. I know busy and I know hard work. And this week has been intense. I flew out here a few days ago and have been working nonstop, like stopping to sleep for a little bit and getting right back to work. I'm so tired. My hands are beat up. My body's so sore. And I want to share with you some thoughts as I've been scrubbing and cleaning and hauling and hefting and all the things. I've been thinking about all of you. And I've been thinking about how when we really want something, we do what it takes to get it. When we really, really want something, we do what it freaking takes. When we really want something, there's not much that's going to stop us. And a struggle that my clients have a lot of the time is not really owning what they want. They're half owning what they want. Sometimes they are just kind of tiptoeing around what they want in hopes that it will land on their doorstep. Clients that know they want to stay in their marriage, but know they want it to be way better than it is and are afraid to shout that from the rooftops. Like, I want to stay here. This is where I want to be. It's worth my investing in. It's worth it. But I want it this level, this caliber. This is the kind of marriage I want. I have clients who tiptoe around if their husband's going to pick them or not. They're kind of waiting for something to happen. Or clients who are afraid to own that they really don't want to stay, that they really don't want to stay, that they don't feel like it's in their best interest, that they feel like their soul would die if they stayed, and they're so afraid. And this week, they're really, truly, genuinely, every single day, every day, there have been intense setbacks where I have the next 2 months booked out with my Airbnb. And I've been looking at that going, am I going to have to refund people and lose a bunch of money because of these things? It has been one thing after another, just one thing after another, setback after setback after setback. And I had to fly someone over here, somebody I didn't even know. I had to ask around and found someone, a kid that came over, a 24-year-old that came over, and it worked so hard for me to help me get a lot of the projects done that the contractors failed on. I had to let some contractors go. I had to make some last minute calls, and it was very, very stressful. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when we are willing to get our hands dirty, to get muddy, gritty, and go after what we want, like to really fight for it. And here's the kicker. No one will care about it more than you. No one will care about what you want more than you will care about what you want. And sometimes we want somebody else to care about it as much as we do. And let me talk about that a little bit. Let's slow that down. Sometimes we want others to want what we want as much as we do. And at the end of the day, only we know the things that are in our heart that we really, really want. And we can't expect somebody else to want the things that we want in the way that we want them. Okay. Sometimes though, we can hope to be with others who want a healthy marriage too, healthy relationships, right? We can want them and expect them to want the same thing, but nobody's going to want it the way you do. Nobody's going to want it the way that your vision shows you, the vision that you have of your life, of the good things that are out there. No one can see that for you. Okay, people can drop hints along the way. I just told you about how I found this magical place. It's magical. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful condo. I'm a 3-minute walk to the ocean. It's not quite on the ocean, but it's 3 minutes away. It's right there. I have a 120-year-old banyan tree right out my patio, my lanai. It's this beautiful little slice of heaven. And I would not be here. I would not be here I don't say that to brag or anything like that, but I would not be here if I didn't first proclaim very vocally that this is what I want. I'm putting a stake in the ground. I'm making it happen. And to be completely honest, I thought it was years out. I thought it was going to be way down the road. And yet here I am now, today, right? And part of that is because I really believe that when we proclaim the things that we want, put that stake in the ground and say, this is what I want, I'm going to make it happen, doors start opening, we can follow little hints and follow trails and see where they lead us. Like seeing that post about real estate, hiring the coach. She helped me find the deal, right? And the same is for you. Many of you are afraid to boldly say what you want, to boldly claim it. And my belief about desire is that desire is such a gift. It is such a gift that we all have that needs to be nurtured and allowed and opened up and received by us, because it is the path that we are meant to walk. The things that you desire are your unique path that are custom to you to take you where you want to go most. And your growth is in becoming the person that has that thing. Your growth is in walking the path, the stretching, the growing, the becoming, the shedding. Oh, the shedding. There have been so many conversations that I've had to have in this process that have been uncomfortable. Talking with contractors, even making the offer, doing all the things that I've done that have been uncomfortable. And I've had to shed some things and go, I don't need to be this people-pleasing person. Who needs to show up now? Andrea, CEO, get the job done, Andrea, is who needs to show up now. I've really had to dig her out and let her be front and center and care about people's feelings, but also care about getting the job done and communicating in that way. I care about you, and I also care about me. And I want you to think about your own desires. Like, what does your heart want? What does your heart want? No one will want it more than you. No one is privy to it more than you at all. Like, this is your own path. And I wonder what would happen if you slow down and let yourself hear what your heart is telling you, what your soul is telling you about what you are meant for, what kind of relationship, what kind of life. And I want to give you a little challenge. All of you listening, I want to give you a challenge. What if it were possible, how? Okay, I want you to just play with this. If there's something that you know that you want, that you don't know how, sometimes the how, we're not quite privy to it yet. We have to be open first, and then the how kind of presents itself to us. For you listening, you have desires. I want you to practice opening up to them. What is here? What is here? What do I desire? And then if I knew that I was meant to have that, what would be my next move? What would it look like? Just assuming that I'm going to have that thing and letting that help determine my decisions today. What bold, courageous move might I make today? You say you want a marriage that you feel chosen and completely seen, where you trust, where there's vulnerability between you, where there's intimacy between you. You say you want that. And to put a stake in the ground and say, I will have it. I will have it. I will fight for it. I will sacrifice for it. I will get gritty with it. Roll up my sleeves and get to work. I will stand straight in the mirror and confront the hardest things to see. And I'll ask my partner to do the same. I will do this because I know that it's what I'm meant for, and it's the kind of relationship I want. And those who are meant to be there will be there, whether it's my current husband or someone down the road. As I commit and keep moving forward, the people that are supposed to be along for the ride will show up. or the people that are meant to go along for the ride will rise up. Those of you who are married still, who really want to stay with your spouses, I believe in people. I believe that people can change. Not all do, but I do believe they can. And often when one person hears the call to really step forward and own the things that you want and fight for them, that's when we often see those around us rising up. It has been a really exciting process and also, as I've mentioned, very stressful. But I also have felt amazed and so grateful that I am making my dream a reality. It is now a reality, much faster than I could have imagined. This is available to you. I want this for you. I want you to fight and get gritty and fight for what you want. Listen to the things that you want and then get to work. Then get to work. As I wrap this up, I want to invite those of you who perhaps have been on the fence about joining my program. I want to invite you to join. This is the kind of stuff we do inside my program. I help my clients get to work. I hear the things they want and I hold them to it. And I help them to grow into the person that has the thing they say they want. I help them to fight for the things they want from their best place, from their most loving place. They learn skills. They learn how to do that. I often will give actual words to try. Actual words, actual sentences, dialogues we'll practice. It's a powerful, powerful program with so much good information. I'm changing some things up inside of my program. And I recently went back and watched my own trainings. And I have to tell you, they're pretty darn good. And I've created something that is really, really powerful that changes people's lives between studying the content and putting it to practice and attending the calls and all of the support for an entire year of transformation, getting out of the rut you're in, getting out of the pain that you're in. What is that worth to you? What is it worth to you to get out of the pain and on with your life? If this resonates with you, please come join. Please come join. Come join the group. They're the best women on this planet, ready to support you. I am here ready to support you. Make your dreams a reality. You are worthy of all of it. You're worthy of all of it. All right. I hope that you can take something from this today and go work on your own dreams and know that all the good things are meant for you. You're supposed to have them. All of them. Go get them. No one is going to do it for you. No one. You will have helpers. You will have people that come along to aid you. But no one can make it happen except for you. Okay? Go be the change maker. Go be the leader of your life. All right, I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Heal from Infidelity podcast. If you would like to be kept in the know about upcoming free classes, new podcast episodes, and other ways of working with me, go subscribe to my weekly email. You can subscribe at AndreaGiles.com/lies-about-infidelity/. Again, it's AndreaGiles.com/lies-about-infidelity/. I will see you next time.